guys, I'm Jack the Greek and welcome back for another one of my episodes. Today on the CrossRay BBQ, we're going to cook a beautiful, free-range, organic piglet. Yes, and we just got the shoulder, of course. We don't have the whole pig. We've just got a shoulder. And we've got to thank our friends Betty and Dimitri from Preston Free Range Poultry and Game at Preston Market for this beautiful product here today. Look at it, beautiful. Now you can order a leg if you like, you can order half a piglet, you can order whatever you like. Today, we've got a shoulder and we're going to cook it on the CrossRay BBQ on the top grill with some potatoes and tomatoes. Just to compliment. What we're going to do is prepare our little piglet and our shoulder. As you can see, if you come close, I already quickly scored it, but if you have a sharp knife, that's all you can do yourself. Just crisscross it to give you that beautiful crackly at the end. There's a few secrets here on how to make crackly, but my way, Jack the Greek way, is a bit of olive oil, just to help with the salt sticking. Just like that, just give it a good rub. And on the other side as well, because this is the side where we're not going to have the crackly, but we still want to make sure the salt and the pepper do cook. Now this is about, I would say, about 2.5 kilos. So I reckon it's going to take us about 2 hours on the CrossRay BBQ. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this on the second grill, and underneath is where we're going to be roasting our potatoes. And that way all the juices from the beautiful piglet go into the potatoes as well. So that's what I put on first. Second, I'm going to put my butter. I use my hand again. My hands are clean, and I just apply the butter like this. The butter is what helps the crackly. So we'll put it all up there. We haven't made one of these before on the CrossRay BBQ, but I reckon 2 hours with all 4 burners on low should do the trick. So there we go. Just keep pasting it all the way across. Salt on now. If you come in closely, you'll see that you need to put a lot of salt. The more salt you put, the better your skin will crackle. And of course, most of it does fall off as it's cooking, as the butter is melting. So that's how basically much you need to put in there. And of course, make sure you salt and pepper underneath as well. Now, with our potatoes, we're going to keep this quite simple. We've got potatoes, they're ready to go. Straight in the tray here, just like this. Now it depends on how long you want to take to cook these. For me, if you cut them in half, they're just going to cook a lot quicker. So my view is I'm going to leave them like that. Traditional Greek style, olive oil, just like this. You can come and see how much I've got underneath. Just like that. Opa. Salt. Like that. Keep it nice and rustic, as they say. Pepper. And today I'm not going to make them limonates. I'm just going to keep it a little bit more traditional. And of course, give it that beautiful flavour just there. We're also going to put some chives in there. Just cut them in like this. Just like that. Beautiful. You don't have to make it look pretty. It's all about what it tastes like. That's what Jack the Greek says. So put that in just like this. Opa. And of course, let's not forget our tomatoes. And these are going to melt. They're going to all melt. They're not going to stay. And you don't want these. You want them just like this. Just to give that beautiful flavour as it's cooking. A bit like a salsa. Because these will all just dissolve. Beautiful. Just like that. A bit more olive oil, I would say. And there are our 2 dishes. That's how long it takes to prepare this beautiful, top-class Jack the Greek meal. Now, we're here with our CrossRay BBQ. We've had all 4 burners on high. That's why it looks so hot, and you can see that sort of smoke come up. I'm now going to put them on low. And I want to use the top grill, like I said, and we're just going to put it straight on there. Get ready for the sizzle. Oh, bus. Did you hear that? So that's it there. And of course, our potatoes. I'm going to start our potatoes on the bottom so we can get that heat through the tray into the potatoes and the olive oil. and then I'm going to move them up as well. But, as I said, it will sit underneath our pork, just like that. Obas, welcome back, you Jack the Greek. Come in close and let's have a look. It's been about 40 minutes since it's all been on, and as you can see, aku, Obas, the crackling is starting. Now, with our potatoes, I was a bit in a rush a little bit earlier. Let's just have a look and see where they're going, because a few of you may be asking, where's the rigani? And yes, I didn't put the rigani on. So while we are here now, let's add a little bit of rigani, just like that, on top of our beautiful potatoes. And as you can see, the potatoes are starting to, the tomatoes I should say, are starting to break down, just like that. The potatoes, I'll just give a little bit of a stir, just like that, move them around. And potentially, depends how long your pork is or your meal, you may want to decide to cut the potatoes in half. I think for today, I think we're okay. We can leave them like this. There's another hour or so left in the meal, so we should be okay. If not, we'll just cut them up a bit later. But it's all trial and error. So, there we have it. Back on the CrossRay BBQ. We put our potatoes just underneath our pork. And let's have a look and see underneath how it's going. Oppa, look at that. Oppa. So I'm not sure now whether we should turn it over in about 15 or 20 minutes just to let it grab a little bit extra heat. But we'll see how we go. So far, it's been 45 minutes roughly. We're nearly halfway there. See you back soon once we start plating up. I'm back with Jack the Greek. It's 1 hour and 45 minutes into cooking our beautiful piglet shoulder with our potatoes. We've moved them both to the top of the grill now, moved them away from the bottom and put the burner on high. I've had that on for around about 45 minutes like that. The first hour I had, and as you remember, the potatoes were underneath. But we don't want to burn the potatoes from the bottom up. We want them to cook all the way around. So here we are, we're ready now, 1 hour and 45 into our cooking. Let's have a look and see how we're going. We can bring our potatoes just here close, just come here and have a look. Oh, bus, look at them, beautiful. Well, our potatoes are beautifully done. Let's just turn off the cookers now, the burners like that, and put them, just leave that there for now. Now, let's just grab our beautiful pork, succulent, free-range organic. There we go, 1, 2, 3, oppa. There we go, look at this. No doubt this is cooked all the way through. Beautiful, look at that. Oppas. Beautiful, there we go. Again, Jack the Greek, I reckon we've nailed it. Let's just close this for now. Let's have a look. Let's see if this bone comes out. Look at that, beautiful. There we go. Now, we can place it on the plate just like this. And what we'll do first is, let's plate it up. Okay. Let's cut off a bit and see what it actually looks like. So what we'll do is we'll just have a look at it from here. Now, we should be letting it rest before we plate it up. But let's just have a look here and just cut through the ribs here and have a look and see what's going on. Listen to that. Bop, 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 bop. Listen to the crackly. And let's just cut through here just to get a rib off here. And let's see how it's going. Look at that. Just straight through like that. Oh, bravo. Thank you, Betty and Dimitri from Preston Free Range Poultry and Game. Opa. Look at that. Huh? Opa. Beautiful. Cooked all the way through. Beautifully done. And there's some crackly there as well. Beautiful. All right. Let's put it on our plate. Just like that. And put that there. Deep rama. And put our bone on there. Now, let's not forget, we've got our potatoes. Let's just clean that up and get our potatoes. Opa. There we go. So, you can serve them as you like, but put them in a separate plate if you like, or just plate them up around just like this. Beautiful. Look at the colour of them. Look at that caramel at the bottom coming through the potatoes in the tray here, where I had the chives Beautiful. Look at that. Okay, we've plated up our potatoes. Let's just put that away for now, and let's just work through what we did. For the first hour or so, we cooked it on all 4 burners on low, and you saw I had the shoulder on top of the potatoes to let the pork juices just dribble down. And then for the last 45 minutes, I lifted them both up with all 4 burners on high to crisp it up and allow the crackling to come about. So here we are, Jack the Greek. Thank you, Betty and Dimitri from Preston Free Range Poultry and Game for a beautiful succulent pork shoulder, free range organic, straight from Preston Market. So thank you very much once again, and from Jack the Greek, love you all, Opa.